Hello friends, today I am going to highlight on the unique personality Freda Bedi, who was a British woman who fought for India's freedom. The story of this woman is a remarkable one. Hailing from a small town in England, she moved to India for love and ending up joining the independence movement. Her biographer Andrew Whitehead writes about her like this: there are things deeper than labels and color and prejudice, and love is one of them. This woman overcame prejudice to marry an Indian Sikh and went on to challenge Indian notions about the role of a woman and a wife. She had her higher studies at Oxford, and this place acted as the opening of the gates of the world. There, she made firm friends with young women who were rebellious by nature and went with them to the meetings of the Labour Club and the Communist October Club. Driven by curiosity and by sympathy with those struggling against the British Empire, she went along to the weekly meetings of the Oxford Majlis, where the radicals among the university's small number of Indian students asserted their country's case for nationhood. During this period of early 1930s, she met a handsome and cheerful Punjabi Baba Pyarelal Bedi, who happens to visit there regularly. A friendship developed into intellectual collaboration, and within months, Freda and Bedi were a couple. It was absolutely a time when there was a racial consciousness in the minds of the British people, and Freda Bedi was the first Oxford woman undergraduate to marry an Indian fellow student. The registrar who conducted the marriage ceremony of Freda Bedi pointedly refused to shake hands with the couple. But from the moment she married, Freda regarded herself as Indian and often wore Indian style clothes. A year later, the couple and their 4-month-old baby set off by boat from Italy on the 2-week journey to the western Indian city of Bombay. The couple had already been marked out by the British authorities as revolutionaries and potential troublemakers because of their student activism. When they disembarked in Bombay, their bags and cases were inspected for 7 hours to check for left-wing propaganda. From Bombay, the Bedis traveled non-stop for a couple of days to reach the small Punjabi city of Kapurthala, arriving at the family home close to midnight. Luckily, she was embraced by her mother-in-law, and Freda was determined to fit in with her Indian extended family. The couple made their home in Lahore, which was one of the largest cities in Punjab, in a cluster of thatched huts, keeping hens and a buffalo. Freda, a white woman, became a typical Indian daughter-in-law and respected the old mother's inhibitions. On the other hand, her mother-in-law was an equally large-hearted person. Despite all her conservatism, she had accepted a Christian into the family without a murmur. When the Second World War broke out, the couple were outraged that India was being dragged into supporting the British war effort. Pyarelal Bedi was detained in a desert prison camp to stop him sabotaging military recruitment in Punjab. Freda decided to make her own stand against her motherland. She volunteered as a satyagrahi, a seeker of truth, and was among those chosen by Indian independence leader Mahatma Gandhi to defy the emergency wartime powers. She travelled to her husband's home village of Dera Baba Nanak and announced that she would break the law by asking the people not to support the military effort until India became democratic. The authorities did not know how to respond to a white woman staging such a protest, but they hurriedly sent an English police inspector to the village, deeming it inappropriate for an Indian policeman to arrest an English woman. Freda was brought before a visiting magistrate that same morning. She has left her own account of the trial. When the trial was going on, she was asked how she has to be treated. She said that, "Treat me as an Indian woman and I shall be quite content." She was sentenced to 6 months in jail, which was fairly standard, and also to hard labor, which she regarded as vindictive. After independence, the couple moved to Kashmir and remained politically active. They joined a left-wing women's militia and worked with the radical nationalists who gained power there. In the 1950s, her life got changed during the UN assignment in Burma, where she encountered Buddhism for the first time and became an enthusiastic convert. When thousands of Tibetans fled across the Himalayas in 1959 to escape Chinese oppression, Freda devoted herself to helping these brave and wonderful refugees. She became steeped in Tibetan spirituality, and once she felt that she had fulfilled her role as a mother, she broke convention again by taking vows as a Tibetan Buddhist nun. In her 60s, she traveled relentlessly to spread the word about Buddhist teachings but never returned to live in the West. India is my womanhood and my wifehood, she once declared. I too I am dust that England bore, shaped and made aware. Yet I am living in an Indian way, with Indian clothes, with an Indian husband and child, on Indian soil, and I cannot feel even the least barrier or difference in essentials between myself and the new country I have adopted. Throughout her life, Freda was determined not to be constrained by barriers of race, religion, nation or gender. She delighted in challenging conventions and confounding expectations. That is what makes her story so inspiring. With all these facts highlighted above, Freda Bedi is a woman to be given a big salute in Indian history. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video with another important topic.
Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.